Walt Disney World is basically my second home. If you watch our show, you hear me say it. I love it. I'm an annual pass holder. Been going with Colin for about 15 years. And if you're trying to plan a trip there for your family, you know it can get expensive. So I'm going to be doing these every so often, but I thought I would start with money-saving tips. But because there are ways you can do Disney that I have learned over the years without breaking the bank. So today, I'm going to share some of my best favorite money-saving tips for Disney World. I always joke that in a past life, I was a travel agent. So the first one, the title of it is, Do Not Buy a Park Ticket for Your Arrival Day. Here's what I mean by that. No matter when you fly into Orlando, it can be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Here's what you need to know. Traffic in Orlando, and hello to my Orlando affiliate. I love all of you. Traffic in Orlando is a mess. So it will probably take you a while, whether you take Uber or bus to get to your hotel. By the time you get to your hotel and you unpack, it's probably midday, half day, and tickets to the Disney parks can be unbelievably expensive. We're talking $150 for one park one day, possibly. So do not do the parks. Save that arrival day and there's a lot of free things you can do, not only in the Orlando area, but even on Disney property. My number one tip, take the kids, take your family to Disney Springs. This is their shopping, eating, entertainment center. It's as big as a park, but you do not need an admission ticket. Go there, shop, take the kids to the Lego store, go get yourself some clothes at Uniqlo, and they have great restaurants. My favorite is the Boathouse. Say hi to bartender Jamie when you see her. And then also, if you stay at a Disney resort, sometimes they offer you free tickets to the water parks on your arrival day. A lot of people don't know that. If you stay at a Disney resort, check your specific resort for information on that.
That is a great tip. I will say too, one thing that I learned like on the first trip we went with like taking kids is I was like, I got so upset because my stepson was like, when can we go back to the hotel and go to the pool? And I'm like, do you know how expensive these tickets were? Yeah. But to add on to that, if you're doing like a week long, you don't need to go to the park. No. Every single day. Like you can have a true just like every one of the hotels has a pool. And so great pools. The day one you get there, you can just go to the pool. Tip number 2, price your vacation backwards. Here's what I mean by that. Don't just go when necessarily you throw out an arbitrary date. There are many calendars out there. You can Google it. Best and cheapest times to go to Disney. Look at those dates because there is surge pricing at Disney. There are times when getting a hotel and park tickets are way cheaper than at other times. Maybe you can't, if you're a little flexible, you can save hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you work backwards. Look at the calendar that you Google. There's so many sites do it. Disney Food Blog does it. And plan your trip backwards. Pick a date and find the time with the best discounts if you can do it with your family. Do you off the top of your head know a couple of times a year? Early September into October is a great time. Yeah. Basically, you want to go to the Disney parks where there's no marathon and there's no festival going on or not a lot of cheer teams. God help you on that one. Yeah. Tip number 3, staying on Disney property can be cheaper. This is actually one of my favorites. What do I mean by Disney property? I'm talking about the hotels owned by Disney. And you're thinking, Jason, they're usually more expensive than your Marriott or your Hyatt. Yes, but here's the asterisk. If you stay off Disney property, what are you doing then? You're going to have to take taxis and Ubers and other form. You're going to have to rent a car to get to Disney World, the property of Disney. Sometimes $20, $30 for an Uber or the hundreds of dollars to rent a car adds up. And that money, if you just took and put it onto a Disney hotel, and there are cheaper Disney hotel options. They're called value resorts, like the All-Star resorts. I have looked many times, and trust me, the Disney All-Star, I'll just pull it out, movies, there's 3 of them, is sometimes cheaper than my favorite Marriott. You can stay there. There are times when it's like $150. I can't get a hotel room in Minneapolis for $150. So staying on property is worth it. When you stay at one of those property resorts, you still get, so you get all the like trams and shuttles. You get all the benefits of staying on Disney property. Free busing. So you don't have to stay at the super expensive Disney property. Nope. It's all this, okay. All of them get free transportation, which can save you money when you add it up. More tips on the other side of this. We'll be right back.
I do, full disclosure, I do a podcast with my husband, Two Fairy Godfathers. I cover all of this. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts. More tips for saving money at Disney. I've collected these tips over 15 years of basically getting my mail delivered at Disney World. My next one, I love this, and this always surprises people, and that is number 4 is bring your own food into the parks. Yes, this surprises people. Disney World has a lot of rules. You know what's not one of the rules? Bring your own food. You can bring all of your own snacks. You can bring your own liquid, just not your Bud Light. But you can bring anything. You can bring food in there. And I gotta tell you, that is such a money-saving thing. When Mickey pretzels are like $17, bring your own snacks. And let me even be more specific. If you're gonna splurge on a meal, don't waste on breakfast. Do not waste on breakfast. If you're when you're budgeting your money, save it for maybe a dinner.
Okay.
Breakfast is not worth it at the parks to spend money on. Go to Costco and get some rolls for the kids or some cinnamon rolls. Save your money in your budget for the other meals.
I don't like we've done like character breakfast because that's like where they get you.
Yeah.
And you really are paying for the character interaction for sure
Yes.
over the breakfast, but maybe you choose just one of those if you're going to. But I see people all the time. Yeah, they'll go back to their car to grab the food that they have for like their lunch break or something. My brother-in-law jokes, because they have Disney passes too, they live in Orlando, that he hemorrhages cash the moment he walks through the door because there's like a Starbucks on the right and his family goes and he's like, there goes more money. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
it is. And most of the hotel's audience, to take this one step further, you can have groceries delivered to your hotel. So make sure you utilize Amazon. Every delivery service is available in Orlando. My next one, number 5, is do not buy lightning lanes for every day. Lightning lanes are these extra passes that allow you to go into a shorter line, not a general line for almost every ride, but you have to pay sometimes $20 a day per park, per person to be able to utilize lightning lanes. And that, you're doing the math right now, that can add up. You do not need it for every park. Take an inventory of your family. Ask them what they're interested in. Ask them, maybe your kids don't want to do roller coasters. Then it might not be worth getting lightning lanes and spending, what is it, a family of 4, $120? You shouldn't do that, especially for a park like, let me be very specific, Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom right now doesn't have a lot of rides. There's a lot of construction going on. So paying $15 per day per person isn't worth it for Animal Kingdom. What you do is, I'm slipping this in for the tip, get there early. I know the kids don't want to wake up, but get there at what they call rope drop, which is the opening of the park. You can knock out like 2 or 3 rides with very short rides because everybody's sleeping.
Yeah.
So get to the parks early, plus the weather's nicer and cooler in the morning. I know it's horrible getting up in the early, but it's my best tip for knocking out rides quickly.
Also, sometimes if you're staying at the Disney parks, like staying on property, you get like magic hours, which are earlier hours or later hours to enjoy the park also, and then that eliminates some people that are in.
If you're staying at a Disney park, you get a half hour. It's called extra magic hours, like Fallon said. So utilize that. I was just there. I knocked out 2 rides, 2 huge rides from 8:30 to 9. That's when that park opened. My final tip is use every discount you already have. Do not be afraid to ask when you're ordering things. When you're calling Disney to book your trip, literally say to them, is there a discount on that? Disney has hundreds of discounts. Some are listed and some are not. So when you're booking your room, when you're booking your tickets, ask, is there a discount on that at the time that I'm going? And also check your credit cards. I know for myself, I have a Visa that's a Disney themed Visa that gives me 10 to 20% off hotel rooms. If you have a family member like Fallon does, like me, that is an annual pass holder, I sometimes save 25% on hotel stays.
Oh, okay.
They have a special rate for pass holders, and that pass holder rate works at some of my favorite Marriotts as well, including my favorite hotel, which is the Disney Swan, the Disney Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve, which we have stayed at as a group.
And it was beautiful, yeah.
But always do not be afraid. This is not the time to be shy. And also, I gave this tip a while ago. Make sure you buy your Disney. This will save you a little bit of money. Buy your Disney gift cards at places like Costco or Target. For instance, Target used to do this. I think they do. If you use your red card, you save 5%.
Okay, yeah.
So buy your Disney gift cards and use the Disney gift cards for payment within the Disney World resort.
I think you just have to make sure it's not like a Disney store gift card, though.
You can't use a Disney store.
There is a difference.
Yeah,
so, like,
get Disney gift cards.
Don't get the wrong one. Yeah.
Buy them later. Use them as cash because every place within Disney World that Disney owns will take a Disney gift card. Again, more tips on my podcast. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with you, everybody.